is Mariah Moneda, and I am an artist. I use photography as a way to preserve tangible memory in my everyday life. My family has always captured memories. I remember going through old boxes and stuff full of like actual pictures that you got developed at like a Walgreens or something. And I remember getting to the end of the photos and looking back into the envelope and seeing all of these little plastic pieces and not understanding what they really were. As I got older and then I suddenly ended up in the world of film photography, I realized that's where the memory was captured. I was in college. I had started out with digital Canon fashion photography, not very thoughtful. It wasn't until I was pushed in my photo program to shoot black and white and 35mm that I realized, oh, I can keep these. Like every image that I had shot was something that I could have in my hands. I could preserve time however I wanted, whenever I wanted, and keep that just hidden away in my room for whatever I wanted or needed it for. With film, it's so soft. I really love the way that the light falls, the grain, how dark you can make it and yet add so much texture to the image itself. It is almost ghostly when you look back at the image and you scan it. It's nice. Film helped me in the way that I was able to bridge two worlds. A lot of my work revolves around immigration and generational labor and grief, and most of that revolves around my grandparents, who are incredibly old, and they come from a completely different world that's not full of technology and phones and computers. And so something I wanted to do with my work was to bridge those two gaps between my world and my generation and their world and their generation. And what better way to do that than to capture on film, transfer over digitally, and then print tangibly, so that I have that image and that moment in time there for people to see. I enjoy photographing love. I really love capturing love. And love does not mean that it is always going to be joy and happy and there. I think love is a serious connection, and I love my family. And I love the idea that I can make with them in a picture. I think when it comes to picking a specific camera to use, that it really depends on the situation. I love both forms of photography. Digital is fantastic, but it has to be a specific camera for me to be digital. And then the accessibility that provides me. Oh, I can just transfer a picture over to my phone. I can give my friends the picture immediately, and so they can also have that memory preserved. But with film, the quality, the ability to hold it in your hands, the ability to sit and scan it and then watch it become digital, and you have it in both worlds and not just one world, and then to be able to print that, it doesn't matter. Yes and no. I think that you can imitate and grab qualities from film stock that could fit your vision, that could manipulate the digital file, but it's the way that the camera takes the picture that you can't emulate. My mindset when I am shooting digital is a little too fast It's very rapid. It's just, I get a little trigger happy, and it's like, oh, I want to keep that memory, and I want to keep that memory, and I want to keep, oh, this one too. Like, oh, your facial expression's different in this one. Oh, you blinked in this one. Like, okay, I have to take another because of that. It's just, you have an infinite amount of chances to capture the image that you want, and then you can just completely discard whatever you didn't want. But with film, it's like a flip has been switched. I have to really take my time and stage my shot and think about, what are the facial expressions going to be like? What's my light looking like? What's my composition look like? Is this really what I want to capture? There's so much I could do with an infinite amount of support. I think that I would keep what I have. There's no way I could give up my first tangible film camera this way. I would maybe invest in a Mamiya. I really love a medium format, but maybe something a little nicer. But I think I would really just invest in a bigger printer. I want to blow up whatever image I take on film and have it as big as possible. I know that a lot of people kind of judge this stock, but I really love Portra 400. Kodak Portra 400 is such a soft, versatile, easy to use stock that you can't go wrong with it, essentially. Like, the grain can be inside or outside. It's not too in your face, and the way that the image is preserved depth-wise within your camera, it's fantastic. My favorite camera is this Yashica. I have a Yashica Mat 124G. Medium format's really nice because I don't have to actually look at the person when I'm capturing the picture. I can look down, and it gives me a sense of separation and anonymity whenever I'm photographing. I think there are a lot of lessons to be learned in capturing a memory. My photo school made everybody shoot film first to teach you basic camera function, how to take your time, how to really think about the moment that you are deciding to preserve. And with the way that digital technology for cameras is moving, it just seems like everything's going faster and faster and faster. And then, in my opinion, I think we'll just be going so fast we won't even have a chance to see where we've been. Oh, for me, I think the most difficult thing is probably developing. I don't have time, space, patience, or money to be able to have chemicals and to like wash my film through all of that and to take the time. I shoot mostly color, so to work with C41 and chemicals that come with that is just not something that I'm willing, nor am I able to necessarily do. I think there's a second wave coming back into the photography world of film photography. People are searching more for a way to be present in this world, and I think that we've figured out that this tool is a great way to do so, especially with everything moving so fast. So just take a moment and breathe and look at what's right in front of us. I think they're going to come out with new film cameras, even though the ones that we have are so reliable and everything seems so vintage. Because of the interest in capturing all of these pictures, I truly believe there's going to be a beautiful, brand spanking new only film camera that will suddenly be transformative in the world of photography. My name is Mariah